Hey, good morning, family. Good morning. And as I was just, reflecting over life and how far I've came from where I've been during the beginning of my healing process, my healing journey, which I'm still in, because it's a everyday thing. I had asked the Lord, I said, God, why is it that, okay, my healing process was what I thought was a bad breakup. I thought I was getting over a bad breakup, but it was something totally different and deeper than what I ever could imagine. It was a demonic soul tie, right? And so in the beginning of my healing journey, I asked the Lord, I said, why is it that I'm the one that's suffering? I'm the one that's crying. I'm the one trying to figure out what I did wrong and how to fix what I did wrong, while the other person has moved on with their lives, looking happy, in a whole nother relationship, establishing life, doing things, and I'm here being punished as if I was the bad person. And the Lord stopped me dead before I can finish anything and said, hold up. It may look as if they have happiness and they have joy and that they have peace, but your natural eyes just deceiving you, letting you see what it wants you to see. But I'm going to take you deeper. They have inner turmoil, no peace. They always got to have people around them so that they can feel validated, to feel like that they're normal because they can't deal with who they truly are by themselves because they're being tormented. No sleep, no joy. So of course it's going to look like to you naturally that they have all of this going on while you're suffering. It wasn't that you're suffering, it's just that you recognize and you realize that what you went through, you were the same. While you were with them, you didn't have no peace. You couldn't sleep. You didn't have happiness. And the one thing that you do have that they wish they had is me. Even when you were with me, with them, you still had a part of me because I pulled you out of the lion's den. I pulled you from the fiery furnace so that you can wake up and recognize who you are and whose you are. They're not happy. They're the most battered brain people you will ever meet, the most confused people you will ever meet, my child. And it looks as if they're winning, but they're not. And so God, I thanked him for that because in that moment I had reassurance. And so he told me to read Psalms 37. And I'm reading from the Message Bible, and this is what it says. Don't bother your head with braggarts or wish you could succeed like the wicked. In no time, they'll shrivel like grass clippings and wilt like cut flowers in the sun. Get insurance with God and do a good deed. Settle down and stick to your last. Keep company with God. Get in on the best. Open up before God. Keep nothing back. He'll do whatever needs to be done. He'll validate your life in the clear light of day and stamp you with approval at high noon. Quiet down before God. Be prayerful before him. Don't bother with those who climb the ladder, who elbow their way up to the top. Bridle your anger, trash your wrath, cool your pipes. It only makes things worse. Before long, the crooks will be bankrupt. God investors will soon own the store. Before you know it, the wicked will have had it. You'll stir at his once famous place and nothing. Down to earth people will move in and take over, relishing a huge bonanza. Bad guys have it in for the good guys, obsessed with doing them in. But God isn't losing any sleep to him. They're a joke with no punchline. And he told me to stop there because he said, you thinking they winning. But Psalms 37 sums it up for you, my child. They're a joke to me with no punchline. And then as I was sitting there thinking, I was like, God, you are amazing. He started ministering to me. And I wrote it down because I want you to know God said he has already forgiven us. We have to forgive ourselves. No longer are the days of us being pushed over, used, and abused. He said he is vindicating us, setting a table of feast before us in the very presence of our enemies. Nothing we've been through was unnoticed. It was all written down for his vengeance. As we cried out for help, he surrounded us with angels so we could escape the battle in the spirit over our lives, because the battle over our lives was big and the enemy knows the power that we have. But he said, I am more powerful. He said, I am more powerful. The battle is already won. Walk into your freedom, your inheritance, your vindication, your peace, and don't look back. What's that telling you? Just because we see who we used to be involved with, an old job, an old relationship, or whatever it is that we were pulled away from, and it seemed like it may be better that way, God just told you. There is no peace there because he's not there. And you have something that they don't, which is him. And he's going to fill you as we release all of that toxic stuff that was in us from previous. He's going to pour back into us everything that we need. We're going to be full. That way we can pour out into somebody else to pull them out of the fiery furnace, to let them know what we went through and that what they're going through, baby, they're going to survive. They're going to survive. On today, I encourage you to continue to pour out to God so that he can fill you with what you need to be full of. Because they're not winning. Psalms 37 summed it up. And if you still need encouragement and reassurance, just rewind this video back. And it'll let you know everything that God says they have opposed to what we have, which is greater than anything in the world. Have a blessed day.